Hey, how's it going there? Your old pal Jim. Ashley's floating around here in the workshop. Super picker flipping duo. We are gonna ship what we sold. I think we got 13 items or so to go out today. 13 or 15, I don't know. It's like noon. We just rolled out of bed, took a shit. Today is just a whatever day. Um, yeah, we're lacking motivation, which is, I guess, what we'll talk about: how to keep yourself motivated, working for yourself, doing eBay or side gig work or whatever it is you decide to do. I know we started this channel as a delivery channel to pay off the debt. Now we've transitioned to full-time eBay again. Um, and so we're going to talk about how to keep yourself motivated and do your daily job when you don't have somebody threatening you to lose your job to not show up, right? So let's get into shipping and talk about that.
Come on, really?
What? All right, so the first thing we're going to ship is, excuse me, this big, not that big, crock pot, vintage crock pot, the avocado crock pot, your grandma's crock pot, my grandma's crock pot. Everybody's grandma had this crock pot, except Ashley's grandma, apparently. So with these glass lids, always wrap them separate. We don't just put the one sheet of bubble wrap between like we do the stainless lids, because these are considerably more breakable. So we give them a proper wrapping and seal it up well. And then everything else is just like a pot, just like a big old pot. You just wrap it up like that. Stick it on top of just like that. And then we'll bubble wrap this together. So I wanted to get into talking about keeping yourself motivated, because we sure as heck are not motivated today to do much of anything. So really, for me, maybe Ashley can speak to what keeps her motivated, but to me it's you've your bills are what keep you motivated. You know, you have that responsibility to your wife, your kids, your, whatever, even yourself, to keep your house funded and your lights on and your house warm during the winter and cool in the summer and all that fun stuff. Um, keep your car insurance paid and all that. You may not want to work, you know, and maybe if you've had a good week, you can afford to take a day off. But some weeks you don't have that, and that's the thing about being self-employed is you don't have days off built in. Um, and you just have to come to terms with that. And if that's something that you're going to miss out of traditional employment, then you really have to consider that when you're making that leap from traditional employment to self-employment. Because there's a lot of weeks where it's like, well, I'm kind of short for the week, so I've got to, you know, there's some weeks where it's like, well, I might have to spark another day or do whatever. a day to make up for the shortfall that we have. Not really this time of year, but during the summer, I'm sure that'll happen because summers are slow. So, it's just something that you have to come to terms with. And, so it's just part of the responsibility and just knowing that you've got those bills to pay. And it's not just what you have to pay this week, it's what you have to pay not this month, next month, and future months. So you always have to be looking ahead and keeping yourself motivated today for what's coming ahead in the future. So that's me. It's my motivation why we're out here right now. Because I could be like, I just want to take today off and just ship and not do anything else. But we have pictures, we have stuff that Ashley needs to check. There's lots to do. I don't want to do it today, but we have bills to pay. So it's got to get done. That's me. You?
Oh,
Basically the same.
I mean, yeah, maybe a little less grim.
A little less grim.
Yeah, today's a struggle. Go ahead.
Let me tear this paper. Not that you guys can hear it because I cut all that stuff out, but
Today's a struggle because, we're so close to Christmas that it would be nice to spend time with the kids.
yeah, kids are home from school today. They could have gone to school, but it's the last day before Christmas break. They're doing really well with their grades, so we rewarded them with an extra day off of school. And
Not everybody's parenting style, but
yeah,
that's ours.
it's just how we do it.
They don't have chronic absences or anything like that,
Right.
so every now and again we cut them a break.
Yeah, this is their second and third absence.
And they're
So-
both honor roll students.
Right.
So,
So
as long as the grades don't slip, we let them have
right.
we call it a mental health day.
Right. And they both said they're like, we're only going to do a pep rally today. So it's like, okay, you can miss the pep rally. That's fine. It's not like
Kids
there's
aren't
any.
really peppy kids.
Yeah. They're always shake the box to make sure it's not moving around too much. It's fine. This is 10 pounds, 15, 12, 10. And I mean, when you're shipping stuff like this, like when you're sourcing stuff like this, don't be afraid to ship it. I have the right size bubble wrap. The 24-inch helps a lot. I have the right size box. That helps a lot.
It's going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah. When you ship using free boxes, that's where the struggle comes in. Now you've got to find a free box to fit the stuff that you've already sourced. That's why I don't rely on free boxes. I'll use them when I get them. I don't dumpster dive for them. And I don't rely on them when I'm outsourcing. But when I'm outsourcing stuff like this, I say, okay, I've got the box for it. And I don't worry about how am I going to ship it. So let's look at shipping costs. Okay, Ground Advantage is $17.44. We sold this for, by the way, $45? $52.50. So $17.44 Ground Advantage.
It's probably safer.
Is the safer route, or home delivery is 15. Well,
Home delivery is not bad.
Home delivery is good, yeah.
It's the economy that's usually.
Yeah, the economy we won't do. So we'll do FedEx home delivery on this one. FedEx ground economy is
pretty sure they're punting packages.
Yeah, we're not sure what they're doing, but the games show up fine. We actually got probably 4 or 5 positive feedbacks yesterday on our games, or over the last 2 or 3 days rather. um, saying that they arrived in great condition. The pictures didn't do the condition justice and all that kind of stuff. And they were all shipped FedEx ground economy. But like breakable stuff, I don't know what FedEx is doing and why economy packages get handled differently than home delivery stuff, but it does. Next, I almost forgot to show you. Pampered Chef 1-gallon pitcher, the quick stir, which has this plunger. Sold this for $30.
Yes.
Sold it for 30. I think we picked it up for like 3. So.
And I think is that the new one?
Yeah, this is the newer version. The older styles have checkerboards or polka dots on the side, and they're more square. Both sell equally well and for about the same price. Obviously in the summer they sell better, but they're selling just fine now. So.
A half-gallon's not selling.
Yeah, the half-gallon sells slower this time of year.
In the summer, we couldn't keep it
Right.
in stock.
Yeah, they sold in like within hours over the summer.
So this guy will just stockpile for summer.
Right. Because that's something that's not on the thrift store's radar. They just see a picture and they're like, all right, $2, $3, you know. There's always something that thrift stores are not looking up because they know that they're getting free inventory. I need a
You know the 15 12s are over there.
No. They're getting free inventory, so they understand that they only have a finite amount of time to process the inventory they're receiving. So they're going to look up the stuff that they perceive to be high value, and that's usually electronic, video games, clothing, shoes, and even like clothing and shoes is only like recognizable brands. And I'm sure they train on those brands. Like, hey, Ralph Lauren is a designer. Like, really not. I mean, it's like, you know, Michael Kors. That's a design. Like, you can find them at Macy's. Like, okay, whatever. But Pampered Chef, a pitcher, is like, okay, it's just it's a kitchen gadget. Just throw it out there.
They know to look for the stoneware.
Yeah.
And certain stores will ridiculously overprice stoneware.
I think what a lot of thrift stores do is they're like, hey, this is heavy. It must be worth something. Because they do that with like cast iron, enameled stoneware, enameled cast iron. Like I saw something that I thought might have been Le Creuset, enameled pot at a thrift store. So I picked it up and I flipped it over, and it was Crofton brand, and it was priced at $25 at a thrift store. Crofton brand is Aldi, so it probably sold brand new for like $20. But it's heavy, so that thrift store is like, it's got to be worth something. It's pretty heavy.
I looked at the Pampered Chef cast iron. It does not have a good resale value.
No, because they're not known for the cast iron. Like, cast iron collectors and buyers want their
the specific brands. They
Wagner's
not, But even Pampered Chef, that's a well-known brand. Like, no.
3 pounds.
15, 12, 7?
Yeah, 6.
Okay. That's not going to change them.
I don't think it's, It's like we sold something?
We did. The crate, the CD crate.
So the Napa Valley CD crate. I think there. Next up, we got this Pampered Chef rice cooker. It's a 3-cup, I think, 3-quart, 3-quart, 4-cup. I don't know. Who knows? It's a rice cooker. Sold it for $28.50.
Use. Do you want to do Ground Advantage or FedEx Economy on that picture?
What's the price?
$7.95, $6.64.
Where's it going?
Virginia. It's
Um,
weird that it's that different.
That is a big difference. Ground economy.
Yeah?
Yeah. So because this picture's only going one state over, we're going to ship it the cheaper method. Should get there just fine on time and all that good stuff.
Should.
Should.
FedEx doesn't have their head up their asses.
Well, what's giving me confidence is our bubble wrap actually showed up in 2 days.
That's true.
So maybe they've alleviated some of their bottlenecks. And I don't know, motivation. I mean,
You gotta find. It's hard to stay motivated, especially if you work from home. Like it's a struggle, but
like we have nowhere to go to. We go from the house to this building.
to the workshop, which
Yeah.
is somewhere to go to, but
Right. But we're taking our cup of coffee, through the yard.
coming out with our cup of coffee.
Right. We're really not traveling anywhere. We're not getting in the car. But I mean, some of my motivation is, hey, we've got to get through this stuff so I can go out and find more stuff.
Yeah, I guess we kind of use it as like a reward system because the shopping, that's the fun part.
Right.
We always want to go shopping, but we can't go shopping until we get through the last haul. So
that kind of thinking keeps our death pile low because we have to get through this before we buy something else. That's a great way to not spend before you can, store, basically. Because as you're working through your haul and listing that stuff, you're selling the stuff that's on the shelf already. So it's just a constant rotation of inventory. And when you're lacking space like we are, it's having that kind of a reward system. I mean, and it's a free reward, just being able to leave the house. Like, we're captivating ourselves at home until we get through this stuff, and then we can leave the house again. That's a bit of an extreme statement, but
I mean, it's not quite that severe, but
no, but it's 2 pounds.
12.88.
I'm gonna say 9, but
Again, I'm not gonna change anything.
Yeah.
Again, you need to look at this.
So yeah, I think just going where?
Indiana.
Ground advantage. Yeah, so we've set up our shipping to Ground Advantage as our shipping method, and it's regularly $1.50 to $2 more, but we use that as our free shipping method, so we kind of have to eat that cost until Christmas, and then we change it back. So next up, we've got this Scotland Starbucks mug.
Is the Great Tavern Park?
I think so.
Okay.
We sold this mug for $24.75.
And we just picked it up.
Yeah, this was part of our last haul video.
On Tuesday. It's Friday.
Right. So it's one of those things,
That was quick.
Get through the inventory that you have. Get rewarded by going out and doing the fun stuff. Keep yourself motivated that way. And sell stuff fast. I mean, stuff like this mug, like, it's easy to just let it sit in the bottom of a tote and forget about it for 6 months, because you're going out and you're buying stuff that is more exciting, that you might be interested in more so than a mug. But just by getting through it, I've made myself another, 15 bucks. Yeah, probably $12 after shipping and fees. So we're going to wrap it in cardboard, get it out the door. So yeah, I guess, if just being real with yourself about having those bills to pay, that constant, responsibility check is not enough, then giving yourself that little reward system is another way to go. Washington State, it's only a 10-cent difference. I don't know. I mean, those are the two big things for me is, that's what kind of keeps me going and coming out here. Today it's the mortgage is due in 2 weeks, and especially this month, like I know that at the end of really the beginning of this next week, it's gonna drop. Sales are gonna drop. So vintage probe game. It's upside down. Vintage probe game. This one sold faster than the last one. Go figure. So just forecasting my sales, knowing that at the end of the month, our sales are going to go from really good to really not that good. So I've got to put in the work now, put as much stuff up as possible, maximize my inventory to give myself the most opportunity to make sales. Because that's how you're going to minimize those peaks and valleys and kind of give yourself the most consistency in sales. So that's why I'm out here today when I really don't want to be out here, because I know next week and the week after is not going to be, sales wise, not going to be great. So we got Pro Bowl wrapped up. So let me know, no matter what you do for income, whether you're an eBay seller, whether you're a driver, whether you're just watching this channel because you like us or whatever you do. £3.
Yeah.
What do you do to keep yourself going? Well, 9, 3. Um, give us some ideas. Give your fellow viewers some ideas to kind of keep themselves going. Let's try to help each other out. Because especially the closer we get to Christmas, everybody can get burnt out just from Christmas. Um, I was thinking to myself the other day, like, usually around the holidays, I get really sick of Christmas music around like December 1st. I'm just done with Christmas music. And this year, thanks to 24-hour Christmas music on the radio, I was done with Christmas music around the 22nd of November.
I haven't even started at that. Nothing's a tanky.
I really hate Christmas music. It is a lot of it's depressing. Like they make it. I don't know. I don't find the tone of it to be uplifting a lot of times. It puts me to sleep a lot of times. And I don't know. Just not my thing. Also like that there's a band called Mannheim Steamroller. You may know them. Popular band known for their instrumental music. I don't know how they came up with the name Mannheim Steamroller, but I'm sure like when they first got started, they were going around town saying, "Yeah, we're Mannheim Steamroller." And they're like, "Wow, that's an awesome name. You guys must do like heavy metal because Mannheim, German, steamroller, argh, aggressive. What kind of music do you do?" Like that makes no sense to me. I don't know. Just I don't know. That just popped into my head the other day. This awesome like heavy metal band name, Mannheim Steamroller. Ridiculous. I don't know what else they do. What do they even do?
Oh, no idea.
We're almost done shipping. I'm getting delirious now. This was a Beyond Balderdash, by the way. That's what it looks like. Um, 3 pounds. Oh, this is the square one, so we need dimensions. Sold a lot of Pampered Chef. 12, 12, 4. Just looking over at what we have left. I gotta get her name before I show it. Yeah. So this Sony alarm clock. This is the
C212.
C212 alarm clock. That's what it looks like from the top and the front. They also made a C211, which looks very similar, of course.
C218 is another one.
The 218 looks very close to this one as well. We sold this one for $22 on a best offer. I mean, thrift stores around here are selling their alarm clocks for $6. So not really worth it to buy at $6, but when you can find them for 3 or 4, then it's worth it. They typically don't sit around too long, particularly this model.
Yeah, the C212
tends
So
to
yeah.
go. Yeah. Condition matters. So if they're beyond cleaning, I wouldn't bother. And if they are going to take extensive cleaning, I wouldn't bother because you don't want to spend too much time on a $25 sale, like detail cleaning your products. So $3 or $4 in good shape, just a quick wipe down and you throw it up for sale. Yeah, that's worth it. £2, 10.84. I think we've got 4 or 5 to go. 5? Maybe 6. So that's that. Next up, we've got a minifig. This is Margaret Hamilton, Women of NASA minifigure. Sold this for, say, $11. $11 for that little lady. I'm gonna put it in a bag. Put it in a little Ziploc bag just so when they unravel the bubble wrap, she doesn't fly away. But you're ready to move on. You can print the label. So this is just bubble wrap in a bag. That's it. I fold the bubble wrap over. It's just one 12 by 12 piece. Stick it in a bag and go. Don't really need to do a whole lot here. It's 4 ounces. Um, and we move on. Next up, we've got another Pampered Chef microwave cooker. And we've got one more Pampered Chef item. So Pampered Chef is moving. And if you're gonna look for any kind of cooking stuff out at the thrifts, anything Pampered Chef right now. That's what you want to look at in the gadget department. Obviously, pots and pans and appliances all have their own brand. Don't sleep on the gadgets. It just goes in a box. Like, I mean, because it's going in a box, I don't even have to bubble wrap it. That's really just for show. Um, Even in the box, we're looking at 13 ounces. So we sold this guy for $19.50. Next up, we'll do this Pampered Chef chiller. Last shipping video, I shipped just these inserts. So this is the chiller that it goes to. So we sold this whole chiller for $37.50. And if you'll remember, I sold just the inserts, I want to say $24.75. So lesson there is parts. Part stuff out. Parts sell. Don't be afraid to buy stuff incomplete and just say I can get, I might be paying $4 for this thing and I know it's incomplete. I can get $25 for that part by itself. And then you can nickel and dime other parts, or you could just toss out the whole rest of whatever the item is. There's a lot of sellers out there that buy food processors just for the blades and the bowls and the pushers, and then the heavy part, the motor and the base, they just throw that stuff out. I mean, it's not environmentally friendly to do that, but it's a way to make money. Personally, we would we would try to sell it complete. Or if we're going to part stuff out to maximize our listings, do that and sell the motor as well, the base. Which one is
Charlie?
our cat? Charlie has decided to join. So this guy is 5 pounds. Oh, it's only going to Virginia Beach, so we are good. But I've got one thing that's going to be a pain in the butt to ship. We're going to do that last. And I got a couple of board games to go before that, and then we're done. So, all right. Monopoly Electronic Banking. Sold this guy for $31.50. So if you're still watching after 37 minutes, you guys are obviously the hardcore viewers, the guys that watch and gals that watch bell to bell. Thank you for doing that. Really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys want to see. I don't care so much about the guys that tune in for 5 minutes and leave. You guys that have stuck around this long, you guys are the ones that I want to hear from. What kind of content interests you? What would you like to what would you like my opinion on regarding eBay? eBay is what I know the most about, honestly. Um, you can ask me opinions about delivery stuff. You won't like what I have to say, chances are, because that field is a dead end field. There's no future in that. Um, for the drivers, there's no future in it. There's no advancement in it. But if you have eBay questions, not to say that there's, you know, a future with eBay, like there's no management opportunities or anything like that. There's no retirement funds. You have to do all of that kind of stuff yourself. But it is more of a business. Um, so there's more responsibility, I think, to do that kind of stuff yourself.
You're
So
stressing Charlie out.
what? Sorry. Anyway, our cat's being dumb. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. If you have any questions, 18.
It's not loading.
Oh, and I will do my best
It's not loading. Oh, there it is.
to do a video about that topic specifically.
18, 11, 4?
Yeah.
3 pounds?
No, 3. 3 pounds, 11.3.
It's going ridiculously slow.
Yeah, because doing videos like this on the daily is tough. It's tough to figure out. Like when I turned this on, I had no idea what I was going to talk about at all. And they didn't pay. So, like, what just sparked me to talk about something was saying that I wasn't motivated to come out here. So just like, bam, just it hit me, and I didn't prepare for it or anything like that. So, if you guys have anything you want to hear, throw it out there. Give me ideas to keep this channel going because I'm running out. And then the videos will slow down, and I don't want to do that either. So, man, this is moving real. Our internet just suddenly dropped. So,
It's really windy, so.
yeah. It's weird. Whenever the wind picks up around here, our internet speeds drop. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know how one affects the other.
Why does it say that this contains hazardous material? It's the game of life. That is not a hazardous materials game. There's not even batteries.
Where does it say that?
It's the game of life.
Contains non-hazardous materials.
Oh.
You missed the non.
I did. I'm distracted.
So, looking at my debt pile here, it's already running kind of low. We've gotten through a lot of our haul, our big haul. We've got a lot of board games to get through, and it's just photos, really. A couple to check. We got quite a bit that we're missing. We have to see if we can complete some stuff. But yeah. It's time to go out again. Almost. Probably probably have to go out Monday, if not We might do something.
Christmas is Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Christmas is Wednesday, so we may just hold off till after Christmas. Because it just may not make sense to do anything before then. I don't know.
I think we could probably hit some local.
Yeah, we may do that. Ah,
What'd you do?
I missed the bag when I fastened it down. I'll show you guys. See, I missed the bag. So I got to tape it. Not a big deal. Tape it closed. Give it that illusion that it's yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're kind of burnt out over this whole process. Just a couple more days though, and then we can just keep on working because that's there's no days off. Can't take a day off. Um,
All right, so you didn't stack that very good, huh? Mm.
one day we'll be out of growth mode and we can actually take a day off or a vacation or something like that. But man, we are tired. I'm tired. Okay, next up we have this Aqua Fizz by SodaStream. It's a big one. There's the machine. And we've got an empty CO2 so we can ship it. Yeah, it's completely empty. I don't have anything I can really push down on it right now. Empty. So, again, it's big, it's bulky, it's scary when you're looking at it on the shelf, especially if you're, newer to this thing. But it's not scary. When you have the right materials, right? So 24-inch bubble wrap, I think, is a necessity to really maximize your sourcing experience, right? What you're looking for when you go out to source. Because if you're going out and you're sourcing and you're saying, well, how am I going to prep that to ship? What box am I going to put that in? You're setting yourself up to leave stuff on the shelf. If you find something and you're like, wow, that's a $80 item. Well, like this thing sold for $67.50, right? I bought it for $6. If I was sitting there thinking, like giving myself excuses not to buy it, what box is it going to go in? How am I going to bubble wrap it? Because I only have the 12-inch bubble wrap. It would have sat there and I would have missed out on $40 after fees and everything. Even if it's 35, like that's a decent way to, a bill. So just be prepared with your shipping supplies before you go out and source. And this way you don't have to worry about, what am I going to do when I find whatever's on the shelf? a coffee maker or a bigger board game, even like the game of life. On 12-inch bubble wrap, that's a pain in the ass to wrap up. If you don't have the right size bag, that's you can't. I mean, if you're shipping it in a box and you don't have like just it's a pain. And then you're leaving a $3 item that you can sell for $30 sit there because you don't have the right stuff. So just be a Boy Scout and just be prepared. I don't know.
Really?
I'm
Did
getting
you eat?
I'm getting stupid. This thing's gonna be 18 inches. Gonna need a medium.
I don't know if we have any more.
Well, I thought this was gonna go to Walmart small because I don't bring this measuring tape with me when I go sourcing. But it's actually 18 inches instead of 17 inches, so I was 1 inch off. And we do have one Walmart medium box, which is 22 inches long. So it's going to be a little bit long, which is actually okay. We can deal with that. Because we're going to cut the box so far down that 22-inch dimension is not going to matter. And I'll be able to set the canister and the actual machine side by side. Get some paper in there. I'm officially out of paper bed. And we're going to cut the box down first. And when I cut the box down, I find the tallest edge of the box and kind of measure my tool up to that and then go from there. A lot of times when I first got this tool, because I'm lefty, I would just take my tool in my left hand, go to the right side, and just go down to the right side, even though on the left side, like that's where the base to this thing is. So it's taller on this side and than it is on this side. So I would measure down to this side and then cut it too close because the base sticks up an extra, 1/4 inch. So now I've learned, to look basically and not rush and just do things the right way. So that's that. Cut her down. May even get some flaps out of this tool. Yes, indeed. 2 flaps. Taper up. straps away. And it is going to be a bit heavy. 10 pounds. 15, 22, 13, 7. Had it at 12 pounds, so 22, I had the 7, right? That was good. So this is only going to cost me $12 to ship because it's going to Maryland. I lucked out there. And that's US mail, even. So ground economy would save me 2 cents. Doesn't make sense to put undue stress on that system. So guys, we are done with our shipping. And that's it. So yeah. This video was kind of low key, I think. Meandering. Now we're going to keep on working because that's what we got to do, right? Stay motivated. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We'll catch you next time.